This is Glasgow. This is Glasgow. It has an incredibly rich and varied history. It's famous for a few things. For example, during World War I, we produced over 43% of the Royal Navy's tonnage. And the HMS Hood was built here in Clydebank in 1916. But we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about something a little bit more interesting. Glasgow has been used for a variety of different projects, and we're going to look at a few of the most exciting and interesting places that Glasgow has been used for everyone's favorite things: movies. For a while now, Glasgow has become a bit of a hotspot for filmmakers all over the world, big and small. You see, Glasgow is an ideal place to film. It has wide streets for your action set pieces. It's in a grid system, much like your American cities, so it's an easy facsimile. And it has a beautiful Gothic architecture that provides the perfect backdrop for many different projects. And most importantly, it's a cheaper alternative to cities like London and Philadelphia. Today, we're going to have a quick look at some of the locations in Glasgow that have been used in some of your favorite film and TV shows that you might just recognize. This is Glasgow's Necropolis. Featured in Warner Brothers' latest telling of the Caped Crusader, it has a scene where Batman and Catwoman drive through the cemetery to leave Gotham City. It was built in 1832 and has a long and interesting, yet morbid history, and it can now add filming location of Batman 2022 to its history pages. It's about a 25-minute walk from Glasgow city centre, free to enter, and is a beautiful piece of scenery. I'm sure it's going to inspire another couple of movies in its day. Anyway, let's move on. Right next to the necropolis is Glasgow Cathedral. This is a fantastic building, and the insides of it were used as the interior of the L'Hôpital du Ange in the second season of Outlander. The outside of that same building was shot in Prague, however. Now, this building's got a long and varied history, built sometime between the 12th and 15th century. Now, as you can see, it's currently getting a bit of restoration work done to the top of the spire, and to be perfectly honest, I'm not going to be able to do it justice. You need to come down and see this building with your own two eyes. It's free to enter, you can get a whole tour of the inside, and it looks fantastic. So next time you're in town, give it a visit. Now, there's one more place that we need to visit, and this next location has been used a lot. Named after King George III, it was laid out in 1781 and took over 20 years for them to fill it out completely. It's another interesting area in Glasgow that's filled with history and lovely architecture. I'm going to walk you through some of the spots that have been used in the biggest movies over the last couple of years. Behind me is St. Vincent Street. This street has been used extensively in the upcoming Indiana Jones 5 movie, starring Harrison Ford. In World War Z, George Square and the streets behind me were used as a stand-in for Philadelphia. Glasgow's blocked square layout is a great facsimile for the streets of Philadelphia. You can also see the Glasgow City Chambers directly behind me in the overhead shot from World War C. We're at the rear of the City Chambers office that was used as the Westminster Register office in an episode of Outlander. In Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw, a chase scene that is in London was set right here in Glasgow, just off of George Square. In the background, you can see the rear of the City Chambers, and right behind me, Idris Elba crashes into a bus. In the background of that scene though, you can see George Square. Glasgow, and indeed Scotland, has got a lot going on for it in the filmmaking community. From action blockbusters like Fast and Furious to historical set pieces like Outlander, there's something for everyone on every corner. Scotland itself has many other places that are perfectly suited to a variety of different genres. Magical adventures, sci-fi horrors, secret agent thrillers, superhero epics. The list is endless. So, if you're ever in the area, there's a whole boatload of stuff that you can check out. Films galore on every single street. Or maybe consider making your own movie here in the heart of Scotland.